Well, I think our first priority is to increase the sales. Now we have a car that technically is fit, quality is under control, we are working to reduce the cost, we are working to develop the infrastructure. The first priority is sell more and more Leaf, making sure that electric cars are not anymore a niche product. It's a segment of the market which is extremely important and that people like. That's our first priority. It doesn't mean we're not going to develop other cars. We have other cars coming. We have light commercial vehicles. We're going to develop city car with the collaboration of Renault. We're going to develop, but I think more than expanding the product line up, we need to have more depth into the attractiveness of existing cars. Well, I think the trajectory about localizing the production, cutting the cost, reducing the cost is going very well. That means we are practically on time on everything. Obviously, we had some obstacles and we had a lot of headwinds. For example, when we started the offensive on the Leaf, it was back in 2006, 2007, we had a yen to the dollar exchange rate of about 110. When we started selling the Leaf, the dollar to the yen was about 80, which obviously we had to absorb more than 25% over cost compared to what we were planning, not because our guys did not work well, just because we just have a major element in the competitive environment which played against us. But all of this is fading away. First, the yen is moving in the right direction. It's not finished, it's moving. And second, we're localizing the production. So cost is going down, and obviously this is going to help a lot, because let's not forget that today we have two main headwinds in front of the Leaf. First is the price of the vehicle. Second is what we call the range anxiety, infrastructure anxiety, which is about the same problem. Where I'm going to charge the car if I'm going to go for a long distance. It's clear. We know the solution. We're working on them. We are implementing. And I'm sure little by little, by removing these obstacles, we're going to see the sales of the car taking off very quickly. Well, in emerging countries, or I would say growing markets, China is certainly in the leadership in terms of support for electric cars, and certainly in terms of policy to support the development of zero-emission cars. They are at the top level. I don't see there is any other emerging market which approach what China is doing. China is even doing very well compared to even developed markets. So I believe that this is going to be a very important market for electric cars. We are going to localize the Leaf in China, but it's going to be under a Chinese brand that is managed, by the way, by our company in China. And we want to be in the leadership position in China, which means that when the government who has said they want 2 million electric cars in 2020 in China, we will do everything we can in order to be in the leadership in this position, in this important position. Which means you can expect to see the new electric cars from Nissan to be localized in China very soon. I don't think we're going to expedite the plan because we have already so much investments made and so much capacity installed. What we want is really, take off in terms of sales to already make the investments we've made relevant. Personally, I have no doubt on this. It's just the speed at which we're going to be moving. Obviously, we will be helped by governments because they are interested into seeing this technology develop. And we need to help ourselves by particularly all the efforts to reduce the cost continue, because every time we see the price going down, every time we're adjusting the price down because of our cost reduction, because of our localization, we see a positive reaction from the market. Price of the car is not all the problems we're facing, all the challenges. Infrastructure is another one. But what is important is we have solution for both. That means we are moving in the right direction for both. But when you want to innovate, you want to be resilient. You see an obstacle, it doesn't stop you. On the contrary, it motivates you to go further, to solve the problem, and continue to pursue it.